Summer has officially arrived in Saskatoon, and that means spending time outdoors. But we have to share the outdoors with some annoying pests in this part of the world. I'm joined now by Georgiana Antochi-Crihan, the City of Saskatoon Entomologist. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in. We've got a couple of pests that bother us here in Saskatoon, and I think at this time of year, especially mosquitoes are the one we notice most. What are you seeing? How are mosquitoes in the city so far this season?
So when we talk about mosquitoes, the most important thing to remember is that rainfall largely drives how many we're going to end up seeing.
Okay.
So the more rain we end up seeing, the more mosquitoes we'll have.
We've had a lot of rain.
Yeah, because of the habitat, lots of mosquitoes. So with the recent rainfall we've had, our mosquito crews are starting to see old habitats that have not had a lot of water with the drought, that have dried up, become active again. So they're holding more water. So yeah, we're gonna end up seeing a lot more mosquitoes this season than probably we have in the last couple of years with the drought.
Is that a whole summer long issue, or do they breed maybe in the early part of and then die off later, or how is it usually? How does that work?
Yeah, so in Saskatchewan, in Saskatoon, we have about 30 species of mosquito that are active throughout the season. So I brought you a couple of mosquitoes here to show you.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. We don't get them all at the same time. So some of them are very early spring breeders, and they will start to die off as we get into early summer. They're mostly active in the spring, and then others are active throughout the summer. And actually a fun fact for you is, you know how you get itchy from mosquito bites?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a immune reaction to your body's immune reaction to the mosquito saliva. And the more you get bit, the less of a reaction you're going to have.
Oh, you've become immune.
Well, not completely. Every summer you have to do it again.
Okay.
But because we have so many species of mosquito, you're always going to be itchy.
Do they have different levels of or different reactions at all, or is it just mosquito saliva?
I think it's, very personal. Some people react a lot. My mother definitely does.
Yeah, my
Other people
daughter
don't.
swells way up. It's crazy. Okay, interesting. Another one of the pests, and it has really been a problem in recent years, is the Dutch elm beetle. And Dutch elm disease is taking away our tree canopy in our city. And I guess you had some facts about the Dutch elm beetle and what maybe people can look for on their trees.
So the thing to remember with Dutch elm disease, it comes back to firewood and managing the beetle. So Dutch elm disease is a fungal pathogen that is transmitted by these tiny elm bark beetles. So I brought a couple of these guys to show you too.
Show me this. They are way smaller than I expected.
Yeah, they're really, really teeny tiny. So it's crazy to think that these little guys can have such an impact on a tree. But we get whole bunch of them. And remember, it's not them that kills the tree, it's the fungal pathogen that
they carry.
Yeah. So the fungal pathogen, the tree has an immune reaction to the fungus, and it will choke itself out. So it won't be able to transport water and nutrients.
Okay.
So these guys are teeny tiny, and the important thing to remember with them is habitat. Just like with mosquitoes, it's all about habitat. So for them, it's elm firewood. So it's actually illegal to store, transport, and move
because it's
firewood.
the cut wood that attracts them, right? They smell that from
Yeah, so that's why we have the pruning ban in the middle of summer. That's actually when the beetles are most active, from April 1st to August 31st. So that's why the pruning ban's in effect. If you were to have, if you were to prune a tree in that time and say lop off a limb, that tree is going to send off a whole bunch of distress chemicals, and the beetles are able to tune into that. So that tree might get attacked where it otherwise would have not gotten Dutch elm disease.
All right, amazing. Okay, we're learning a lot here. This is just a taste of some of the science that you are bringing to the city to help us with these pests and hopefully get through summer without too much annoyance. Georgiana, thank you so much for your insight here today.
Thank you.